Well, happy Wednesday to everybody.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
All right, everybody. Yeah, I'm not used to going live on a Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. We want to thank you for taking your time. I want to just talk to you real quick. We're not going to be before you too long today. Just wanted to share some updated news with you. Maybe some potential news. We'll see. I kind of share with you guys what I saw and heard today. So we'll see what happens here.
But before we get into that, make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you can clearly hear us and you are loving these videos that's coming out every day. I told you to get ready and push that notification button because we will be the first ones to let you know when we're selling, how we're selling, and where we're selling from. We're going to be the first ones to tell you. We've been uploading every day. And make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure we just wait a few minutes and you go ahead and subscribe. To our new subscribers, welcome. Queen was on first. Hey, Stan.
We got to do this first.
Thank you so much, Dina, for your super chat. She said, hello, love you guys. Thank you so much, Dina.
Thank you so much, Dina. We appreciate your support there. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much.
It really does.
All right, everybody. So real quick, there's a few things I want to get into. I'm going to kind of go over some of the requirements that Celebrity put out. You know, they're going to have their sailing starting up here real quickly in June. They're getting out of the port before the Florida July 1st law kicks in. So I kind of want to go over what the requirements are going to be on their ship so we can kind of see, you know, like we said before, a lot of the cruise lines kind of mimic each other, what they're going to do, you know, and obviously for good reason. They're all focused in on the same goal, so obviously some of these things are going to be very much similar. But I'll start off with my little suspicion, and I don't know this for sure, guys. That's why I put the title of this video as a question on here, but let me tell you why I put that on there. So I had to go on and call Royal Caribbean today for a few different clients that we're working with, and while you're on hold with Royal Caribbean, they have different music and commercials and things like that for Royal Caribbean. And I really didn't pay attention to it for the first few minutes, and I said, wait a minute, what did they say?
Hold on, play that back.
And I listened to the commercial again, and it said it was a commercial for Odyssey of the Seas, which obviously you guys know that we said that was going to be our first cruise on July 17th out of Fort Lauderdale.
We were literally gushing over this cruise when we first saw it at the port when we went to go see Mardi Gras. We were gushing over it. It is such a sexy ship. I cannot wait to get on it.
Right. So I listened to the whole music again, then all of a sudden, you know, like I said, it was a commercial for Odyssey of the Seas, and then it says, Odyssey of the Seas sailing from Fort Lauderdale this fall.
Wait a minute.
I said, what?
You don't mean this summer, because we booked on a cruise for this summer.
I said, what did you just say?
Yeah.
So
the traveler looked at me and said, did you hear that? I said, hear what? And we were listening to the music, and, you know, the speaker, the guy said, oh, make sure you enjoy Odyssey of the Seas this fall. And we're like, wait a minute, he didn't say summer.
So I immediately I was on their site anyway, so I immediately went into their site and started looking through there. There's nothing mentioning any cancellations. However, there's absolutely nothing you can book on for the Odyssey of the Seas until August the 8th, all of a sudden.
What is our date to be booked?
We were July 17th.
July 17th. Our anniversary is the 15th.
So, you know, and also, let me tell you this, guys, and also I noticed, because the other ship that they have been mentioning is the Freedom of the Seas. So, and that one is going to do 3 or 4 day sailings out of Miami. So I looked at those, and those two were missing until the August time frame. So when the agent finally came on the phone and I did what I had to do with them, I said, hey, do you know anything about? And let me add this: I looked at their website, and you click on summer sailings, the Odyssey and the Freedom are no longer listed on there.
No longer available.
It just has the Adventure of the Seas, and then it has 2 of the other ships that are going to Alaska. So I asked the agent, I said, do you see anything in your system, because you guys obviously will have that before we will, do you see anything about any cancellations in your system? So I will tell you this, she said she did not see anything with cancellations about the Odyssey, but she did for the Freedom. Now, I went back into the site before we did this live, and I see sailings again for the Freedom, but they're hit and miss. It's like 1 week it's on, 1 week it's off, 1 week it's on, 1 week it's off until you get to October, basically, or excuse me, August. So I don't know what's going on, but it appears on the surface that they're going to cancel these brand new ships that they just put out there last week, and we jumped on it right away.
Yeah.
Because our Allure of the Seas got canceled last week. But this begs a bigger question: why? Why would they put these new cruises out there for starting July 3rd, then all of a sudden pull this back? And I have, and again, guys, this is just...
What is your indication?
This is just speculation on my part.
Speculation of an indication.
But
usually we write...
I told you guys before that the cruise lines have their ears to the track before we do, because they have lobbyists in the White House and wherever else. And in this case, it would be here in our lovely state of Florida. I have a feeling that the governor is not going to back down off of that July 1st law.
Make sure you stay tuned for our video that's coming up tomorrow, too, where we'll update you on what the governor is saying. We're definitely going to go live tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned, because that's what this whole thing is about.
Yeah, and Kathy said if they're sold out, would they take them down? Yes, but it's a lot of coincidence, because there was still availability in July on those just this morning, because I was looking at them for people. Then those ships are no longer on the website
All of a sudden they're
for the summer. The commercial says starting in fall. All the inventory is gone, except for this Freedom is kind of popping back and forth.
Yep.
So the indication to me, it does not look good. Again, this is not verified, but the commercial does say sailing from the fall. If you click on Royal Caribbean's site and look at summer sailings, you will not see the Odyssey on there anymore, or the Freedom of the Seas.
It's going.
So I'm not sure what's going on. There's no official announcement yet, but it appears to me that they may get canceled. And bigger than that is the governor going to back off this July cruise, and what does that mean for the horizon?
If you haven't been following our channel, welcome. If you're new to our channel, thank you so much for watching. If you're a new subscriber, comment below and let us know where you're from. Let us know which state you're from. What's leading up to this particular video, if you haven't been watching us, is there is some negotiations going on if we will sail from Florida or not. And the biggest thing involved is 12 and under children getting vaccine, and they can't sail if they're not vaccinated. So that's the big issue that's going on right now.
That's part of it right now, but the bigger problem, the one that we're looking at for this cruise here, is going to be and exactly what you said is why Celebrity is able to squeak their cruises out, because they beat this July deadline. But starting in July 1st, the governor has a new law put in place that fines a company $5,000 for each occurrence for a person that they ask for, if they ask a person for proof of vaccination. So if you have 1,000 people on this ship and they were to potentially ask every person for proof of vaccination, they could charge that cruise line $5,000 for each person.
Well, that's coinciding with the HIPAA law, because in healthcare, you're not supposed to ask for medical records.
So
we have two different views on this.
I don't know what to say, but here, so here's the problem. I mean, all indications are they had a mediation already, and the governor did not back off of this. They're going back to court tomorrow.
Yes.
On Thursday. That's why Carnival is saying, hey, we'll give you an update one way or another on Friday. But I got to tell you, with this, what I just saw with Royal Caribbean for these particular sailings that are going out to Miami and Fort Lauderdale, I have a sneaking suspicion that they have not cleared the air on this deal, and the governor's not going to back off this, which frustrates me to no end, because if his goal is to get us back to sailing, then let's get back to sailing. I kind of sort of understand in the big picture, but please make an exception for the cruise lines. I mean, Obviously the CDC, you know, his big thing is the CDC has overstepped their bounds, and he's making a point. And they have, and I get that. But for God's sakes, we want to cruise.
We definitely want to cruise. We've been through it over 15 months, and we're ready to go. Thank you so much for everybody who's come in below and letting us know where you're from. There's a lot of new people that's on, and I want to give them a shout out. Thank you so much, everybody who's commented. Let us know where you're from down below. We appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button. That way you know we upload. We go live from wherever lately, and we make sure we upload and keep you posted every single week. Make sure you also follow us on Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the number down below. It's 877-697-4470, or you can just click the clickers on your keyboard of your phone, 877-MY-SHIP. Oh, you can go ahead and push those letters in, and you'll get myself, you'll get Mr. Traveler, or you'll get JT, who is Cruise Talk. He might be down below commenting. And then there's www.mr-traveler.com, where you can just go ahead and bypass the phone. If you don't feel like calling, chit-chatting, go ahead and go online and just go ahead and book yourself a cruise out of here whenever we can cruise. And then you also want to jump over to our group on Facebook, Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers, where we keep you posted right before we go live. As soon as we post, we go ahead and put the links of the videos there. You'll be the first to know everything on there. So jump over there, answer 3 small questions so we'll know you're not a robot, and we'll go ahead and chat with you.
All right, everybody. So Kathy in Canada is asking what the HIPAA law is. It's just the laws here that protect.
It's laws that protect your medical records.
Correct.
And I have took the oath.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So I have a sneaking suspicion that he's not going to back off of this, and then that means it is not going to bode well for the Carnival horizon either. So Carnival has already made the announcement with their ships in Texas. Those are good to go.
Texas will be rolling.
Yeah, they had a similar
They're
issue
ready.
with the governor, but their governor made an exception for the cruise lines.
Yes.
And so those particular ships will be going vaccinated. They are requiring people to be vaccinated. So these first sailings, at least in July, children will not be able to sail under 12 years old, and everybody has to be vaccinated for the most part. They're doing the 95-5 ratio. That 5% is going to be decided upon by the Carnival people, and it's going to be based on some young people or people that they can't get the vaccine, things like that. That's behind the scenes stuff, but for all intents and purposes, it's a vaccinated cruise. Those who are vaccinated will not be required to wear a mask. Those who have not been vaccinated on that ship will be required to wear a mask at all times, except when eating or drinking,
So I don't see what
or in
problem.
their cabin.
So why can't the kids sail?
Because they're working with the CDC. They're still working on the conditional sailing order.
Okay.
So they're trying to get back to sailing, dodging that. They're trying to get back to sailing, doing it safely first, trying to line up with the CDC and trying to line up with what the states are requiring. So it's really crazy. Then you add in Alaska with international stuff. So, I mean, it's crazy. But the CDC also did announce today, though, that they're going to reduce some of the travel restrictions around the world. So they have eased restrictions from 61 nations from level 4, do not travel, to recommended travel for people with vaccines. So
Awesome.
that's good.
So that means Alice Dare can almost come over here.
Right.
'Cause I see him commenting, "Hi, Alice Dare. He's one of our Patreons in Scotland."
Absolutely. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
50 nations are lowered to level 2 or level 1. Excellent. So let me read you this real quick, some of this stuff. This is from Celebrity, but this will give you an idea of what to expect on these sailings that are, for all intents and purposes, vaccinated sailings. So U.S. entry requirements: all travelers entering the U.S. must present a negative antigen test taken 3 days prior to their flight's departure. Well, in this case, it'll be these particular sailings are coming back to the U.S., so they'll be testing you before coming back. All guests are required to complete a health acknowledgement and health questionnaire. Unvaccinated children under the age of 12 are required to take a complimentary SARS-CoV-2 test at the terminal.
So that's kids.
Yep.
Okay.
Because remember, they're doing 95% vaccinated. They have to be at least 95% vaccinated. So there may be some exceptions where some children can come on there.
Okay.
But they're going to have the testing. Vaccination policy. Following CDC guidelines, we will sail with at least 95% vaccinated crew and guests. All guests 16 and above must be fully vaccinated at least 2 weeks prior to sailing. As of August the 1st, all guests aged 12 and older must be fully vaccinated.
Okay.
We will require documentation of vaccination from all guests who are eligible in the form of an original vaccination card. While on board, from bow to stern, we're taking extraordinary measures to keep you healthy at sea. We're sailing with fewer guests for more space and more luxury and even more activities to avoid larger gatherings in public spaces. Our cleaning and sanitizing protocols and enhanced medical centers set a new industry standard. Following CDC guidelines, masks will not be required for vaccinated guests and children 15 and younger. Unvaccinated adult guests are required to wear a mask at all times except while eating or drinking or in their cabin. So that's the same for Carnival and for them. So that's what I'm saying. This is going to be the same for all the cruise lines.
Okay.
While ashore, independent on your own tours are available unless locally restricted. And I think a lot of people are waiting to hear that, like, what are we going to do in the ports, right? So each port may or may not be different, and they may actually change the itineraries based on that.
Yeah.
For instance, some sailings were scheduled to go to Grand Cayman, and Grand Cayman said they don't want any ships there.
They don't want ships right now.
That may change, but if they know that they got a fully vaccinated ship, maybe they'll allow it. I don't know. We'll see.
Still working on that.
Unvaccinated guests may be restricted from going ashore, depending on local government restrictions. So, again, that may be an example for Grand Cayman. Everybody can go ashore except for the unvaccinated folks. I don't know.
But then, how can you tell who's vaccinated and who's not if you can't ask for the record?
And here we go. Caribbean on your own tours permitted. So this is very, very important right here. I think everybody been waiting to hear this.
Yes.
Caribbean on your own tours permitted. So if you're vaccinated and you go to these places, you can go do your own thing. Costa Maya, Cozumel, St. Thomas, St. Martin, and Nassau. Roatan, they are requiring to be escorted, celebrity curated tours. So I think it's very important right there. So on your own tours permitted in Costa Maya, Cozumel, St. Thomas, St. Martin, and Nassau. Good to know.
Yep.
Returning home for voyages of 4 nights home ported in the United States, unvaccinated guests will be required to undergo SARS-CoV-2 test prior to disembarking, administered by us at an additional cost for those declining to show vaccination. This disembarkation test will be administered by us at no cost for children and other persons unable to be vaccinated. So I think you can look forward to those same kind of guidelines for all the ships.
Hopefully you enjoyed Mr. Traveler's research with U.S. sailings travel requirements. And if you missed it, make sure you watch the video back, because that's going to be a domino effect. It's going to go across the board. I think every cruise line is going to pick that up.
Yeah.
But so far, that's celebrity because they're selling first.
I'm going to make sure I don't have any emails yet with cancellation, but let's see.
And we appreciate you. We appreciate each and every person that's appreciating this information that we are giving you. You may not hear what we're telling you on YouTube or on the news or anything, because we actually research diligently our information before we put it out to you, so you'll know what to do. As travel agents, that is our job. We make sure that you know what you're getting into before you get into it. You want to know where your dollars and cents is going, and you want to enjoy your vacation after 15 months of being home. So hopefully you're enjoying this. Thumbs up if you love it.
So I don't know. We're waiting to see what happens, guys. Again, it appears on the surface that Royal Caribbean may cancel these new sailings out of Fort Lauderdale, Miami. We'll see. Like I said, if you go to Royal Caribbean site, it just last week it had cruising is back this summer. You clicked on it, it had Odyssey, it had the Freedom of the Seas.
And now they changed their
Yeah, and they had the Adventure of the Seas.
marketing.
Now everything is gone except for the Adventure of the Seas.
Mm-hmm.
When I called and I was on hold with Royal, the new commercial on there said Odyssey of the Seas saying from Fort Lauderdale this fall. Oh gosh. You know.
We'll get through it. We're almost there.
Bill Craig.
Oh.
Thank you, my friend, for that
chat.
super chat. Bill Craig says, "Hello, family. Good to see y'all again.
to
Greetings
see you
from
too, Bill.
Maryland." Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
Bill.
you sowing into a seed into our business, into our vision. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every red copper.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
been a tough 15 months for us. We have not been working. So we appreciate each and every super chat that goes into our business. And Cruise Talk is comment below. He also works with Carnival for us. So make sure you contact Cruise Talk JT at the bottom. He's responding to messages down there, and he's been working hard. So thank you so much, Cruise Talk. We're going to see how all this plays out, like really soon, like tomorrow.
So some keys for us here. Obviously, we'll wait and see what comes out of the courtroom tomorrow.
Yes.
Hey, listen. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am
I do
wrong
too.
about this
I do too.
because I really want to get on this Odyssey of the Seas.
Me too.
And have
wanna,
a great time.
They want to make sure they keep the kids safe. So 12 and under, that's the problem right now. We can't sell from Florida until they straighten all that out.
And then if it gets canceled, we have a plan B. It's not as good as my plan A, but we have a plan B.
Yes, you have to have plan A, B, and C. It's our anniversary. We're ready to go.
I don't have a C yet.
Yeah, but we it's been 15 months since we sailed, so it's time. And everybody that's commenting below, I know you are ready to go on the cruise, so make sure you call us. Make sure you call us. Give us that support. We putting all this information out for you. The least you can do is book through us. We giving it to you. We're gonna make sure you get the best deal you can get.
So we'll keep you posted on what happens out of the courtroom tomorrow. If we see these cancellations come through from Royal, obviously we'll let you know.
Yep.
Carnival said that they will let us know by Friday about the fate of the Horizon in Miami. I did listen to a little bit of an interview with Adolfo Perez, who works for Carnival, and he was interviewing Christine Duffy today. And they were talking more about the sailings out of Texas. And when they started mentioning the cruises out of the Horizon out of Miami, I'm just going to tell you that I noticed a change in her tone.
Her demeanor changed.
I looked at it on purpose because I had already did this Royal Caribbean stuff first, so I was already like bummed. But then I was listening to her talk, and they like really kept it to a minimum. But when they talked about that, you could tell that the tone turned like, yeah, we're working with the people and trying to do da 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 da. So, yeah, it just wasn't a positive tone. Let me put it like that.
That's not good. And you can usually read somebody's body language and tell exactly how they feel. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I don't have a warm and fuzzy feeling about it, but we shall see. So
we've been through this long. We might as well hold on, right? We almost there.
All right, everybody. So then we will have.
We're repping Royal Caribbean today with our shirts. Thank you for the compliments on our shirts.
Thank you.
Because we want to get on there. We want to ride. And I'm sure you do too.
Yep. So.
So thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure talking to each and every one of you. I'm sure if Mr. Traveler think of anything else, he's gonna let you know.
No news
about
on the Mardi Gras yet.
Not yet.
So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
So, these next couple of days are going to be big for this July. We have our plan B ready to go just in case. Here's what it is.
Yep,
but
today was all about Royal.
hopefully by Sunday, I think we'll have our group cruises lined up for you guys.
Right.
We'll have these options for you.
Yep.
And I think we've got. Yeah, never mind.
I think we got something lined up, but we will definitely talk to you all about it once we get it in stone. We really want to plan some new group cruises since our old ones was canceled. I think we were the first couple on YouTube to ever do group cruises, so we feel like we missing each and every person that we did a group cruise with. We want to hug you, but we all the way down here, so we can't wait to see each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And is there anything else?
That's it, guys. We will
All
we will probably talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure. As soon as we find this information out, we'll come back to you.
Yes, and thank you so much. If you missed the video, make sure you rewatch it. We're going to go ahead and attach some things at the bottom so you can go ahead and keep in touch with what's going on as well. And there's going to be that link that's right there that you can actually book online if you see anything that you like. That's why I said if you're ready to book, just hurry up and do it, because once these ships start rolling, they're going to be sold out. You know, everybody is trying to get on them, and they're changing itineraries, they're changing sail dates. So just make sure you have something booked at least. Give us a click at www.mr-traveler.com and book online and hold your seat or your cabin and just go ahead and plan your trip now.
Thank you, Kathy in Canada. We appreciate you. You've been an all-star on here tonight.
Thank you so much, Kathy. It was so nice meeting you.
All of you asking questions about the group, just come on back on Sunday.
Yes, we'll let you know. And everybody who's new, welcome. Thank you so much. And all our OGs, oldies but goodies that's on here, we love each and every one of you, and we can't wait to see you on the group cruise. Till tomorrow.
I'm emotionally spent.
Yes, we both are.
All right, here we go. All right, everybody. Have fun, guys.
See the world. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.